Nigerians' unity is settled and not negotiable.
President Muhammadu Buhari's pronouncement may appear frail, but it's weighty and presidential in all its ramifications.
We shall not allow irresponsible elements to start trouble, and when things get bad, they run away and settle others with the responsibility of bringing back order.
The broadcast is already making many positives and generating ripples, not only from those affected directly or indirectly, but from persons who sat on the fence waiting and watching to see how it would play out.
It goes to reconfirm that the president is in charge, when he assured us that anybody, even any part of this country, is safe, is free to live where you want to live.
3 days after the broadcast and the signal sent, the indigenous people of Biafra was the first group to come public in what seemed like a reaction to the broadcast. The group withdrew its earlier threats to stop the conduct of the Anambra elections and clarified its objectives, claiming to be a non-violent group, but one that is committed to the welfare of the Igbo people.
We will never, ever, ever resort to armed violence or armed conflict of any sort.
And then on Thursday, a group of northern youths that issued an eviction notice to Igbos living in the north suspended the threats, and they are now singing a new song. But some persons are not sure about the sincerity of the suspension order.
The quit notice in the first place was improper. And how do you define a northerner? I was born in the north. I grew up in the north. I went to school in the north. And all my life I lived in the north before I went to England. And then from there I came back after the war, only to find that I don't belong to the north anymore. So the question about Nigeria is this, that we have got this type of division into ethnic groupings. The Arewa boys, who gave this, we're just acting out a script that has been transmitted to them from generation. So I don't think that the question of saying that there has been a reversal is correct. It's just merely a suspension.
One statement that continues to resonate from everyone is Nigeria's unity. Indeed, the president may have sent a strong signal. It's also a wake-up call to right the wrongs already created by these groups, or they face the consequences as long as the country's unity is not compromised.
To keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Muhammadu Buhari, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has made it clear the unity of Nigeria is settled. It's not negotiable.
And the country's unity is what they all want to talk about. But some other groups, predominantly from the south, would rather ask for restructuring of the country's democracy. And now that the federal government has ordered the rearrest of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the story might just change or another chapter reopen. Whichever way the pendulum swings, what the common man on the street is expecting from the country's leaders is true leadership, improved economy, better security, and good livelihood, as against political and personal interests.